Happening today, Springfield community leaders will be announcing enhanced patrol and enforcement of illegal dirt bikes on public streets as they tend to see an uptick in riders heading into the warmer months. For more details, we turn to Western Mass News reporter Taylor Smith, who joins us live in studio. Taylor, what can you tell us?
Well, Amanda, dirt bikes have been a common sight in Springfield for years, especially as the weather starts to warm up. But Springfield leaders and police are already cracking down on this trend before it becomes a major problem. Now, today, Mayor Dominic Sarno, Police Superintendent Lawrence Akers, and Ward 5 City Councilor LeVar Click-Bruce, who chairs the City Council Subcommittee on Public Safety, are all coming together at Greenleaf Community Center to announce plans to enhance patrol and enforcement. And while it's fair to note that the number of illegal dirt bike riders has reportedly decreased over the past 3 years, it used to be a major concern for residents as riders were not only putting the lives of others and themselves at risk, it also led to fatality, recalling last November's incident, which involved a young boy who was riding on a dirt bike and later died after striking a curb and hitting a public works sign. Now, last year, Springfield Police spokesperson Ryan Walsh told Western Mass News that they credit the decline in complaints after they took a regional approach to tackling this issue, which includes working with surrounding police departments and special patrols to get illegal dirt bikes off the streets. Now, this is something they hope to continue for the foreseeable future. And so if you do plan to ride a dirt bike this summer, you are being advised to go somewhere legal. Otherwise, officials say you may face serious consequences if caught, especially in Springfield. Reporting live in the studio, Taylor Smith, Western Mass News.
An important message.